see this guy right here? Yeah, this guy's gonna be sent to the upper room in a matter of hours. Before we get into all that, be sure to like, share, and subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. Now let's get into it. They say the Florida man who murdered women he met in bars is set to die by lethal injection. Alright. A man is scheduled to die by lethal injection for over 25 years after he killed women he met in North Florida bars during a day-long spate of crimes. Michael Zack III is set to die at 6 p.m. Tuesday, that's tomorrow, for the murder of Raven Smith, a bar employee he befriended and later beat, stabbed with an oyster knife in June 1996. That's the year I graduated. He was also convicted and separately sentenced to life in prison for murdering Laura Rosillo, who he met at a bar in a nearby county. What is 2 women, 2 bars, 2 murders? The fuck? Zack's 9-day crime run began in Tallahassee, where he was a regular at a bar. That figures. When Zack's girlfriend called and said he was being evicted, the bartender offered to loan him her pickup truck. He left with the pickup truck and never came back. I wonder how she's gonna get to and from work. I'm sure she has somebody that'll pick her up and take her, but I'm sure she didn't anticipate losing her truck like that. Anyway, he drove to a Niceville bar in the Florida Panhandle where he befriended a construction company owner. The man learned Zack was living in a pickup truck and offered to let him stay in his home. Zack later stole 2 guns and $42. He pawned the guns according to court records. Gee, I wonder what he got. I wonder how much they paid him for the guns. At yet another bar. Damn, another bar, another murder. He met Rosillo and invited her to the beach to do drugs. Then he beat her, dragged her, partially clothed her into the dunes, strangled her, and kicked sand over her face. What, you just met her, then all of a sudden he snapped? It said according to court records. The next day, he went to a Pensacola bar where he met Smith. The two went to the beach, smoked marijuana, and later she took him to the home she shared with her boyfriend. That's interesting. At the home, Zack smashed her over the head with a bottle, slammed her head into the floor, raped her, and stabbed her 4 times in the center of the chest with an oyster knife. Well, where was the boyfriend? He then stole her television, VCR, and purse and tried to pawn the electronic. Who owns a VCR anymore? Oh, that was years ago, granted, but yeah, you get the point. The pawn shop suspected the items were stolen, and Zack fled and hid in an empty house for 2 days before being arrested, according to court records. He didn't think you were gonna be found, huh? Zack, now 54 years old, admitted to offing Smith. He became enraged and beat her when she made a comment about his mother's murder, which his sister committed. Damn, family of killers, huh? He said he thought Smith was going to another room to get a gun when he stabbed her in self-defense. Zack's lawyers sought to stop the execution, arguing he is a victim of fetal alcohol syndrome and post-traumatic stress disorder. The U.S. Supreme Court denied Zack's appeal for a stay of execution Monday afternoon without comment. Zack's execution would be the 8th under Governor Ron DeSantis dating back to 2019 and the 6th this year after no executions in 2020 through 2022. DeSantis has made tougher, more far-reaching death penalties laws an issue in his campaign. So there you have it, folks. In a matter of, like I said, in a matter of hours, this guy he's finally gonna be executed. Y'all tell me what you think about this story. Smash the like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment. I'm out.